All right, so let me put up this reminder before I go into what we're watching for tomorrow. There it is. So y'all understand that I'm looking for intraday trades tomorrow, but we start with the daily charts. I don't really have anything to talk about from today. Today was really boring. Market gapped up but sold off. Maybe worth noting if you didn't hang out in after hours. By the way, the last 2 days I haven't found anything worth trading in after hours. But maybe worth noting that Oracle reported after hours, closed at 176.38. As I'm talking to you, it's trading at 189-ish. And actually, I think maybe even broke this high back here a little bit ago in pre-market. Yeah, it went to 191.39. It almost hit it. Anyway, so that could lift the market tomorrow. That's a big name, so we'll see, right? But let's get to it. Let me just show you what I'm watching for tomorrow. BMR, nice little breakout. Could have a follow-through day. TTI, very similar. MODV had this big pop and kind of flagging. Tried to pop today, but gave a lot of it back. JUNS, I like that. It's got that look we talk about, right? Big volume and a strong close, so it's definitely worth watching tomorrow. I was watching it in after hours today, but it didn't give a setup. XTIA, closing way off its highs and halted a lot, which you guys know how I feel about that halt rule. If I ever meet the man or woman, or they, them, whatever they are, who invented that halt rule, I'm kicking him or her, or they, them, in the nuts, because it is the worst rule ever. But that's our government, isn't it? SMR, nice breakout, but also worth noting. Where's this right now? It's at 40.76. Not gapping down that much, but OKLO was the leader. Had a nice headline today, and that's in that same space as SMR. But OKLO did an offering after hours, and as I'm talking to you, it's trading at 64.10, which isn't that much of a sell-off when you consider. But anyway, so putting SMR and NNE. NNE is kind of the laggard and the lower float of that group, but both have decent charts. NNE is lagging the others. KWM, I'm just putting this back on watch. I had this nice 2-day pop here, took out this high from this big volume day, and then today kind of a quiet inside day, so I am putting it back on watch. GRRR, again, had that kind of topping tail today, but topped out at 22.99. So super interesting one of these days over 23, knowing that just the other day it hit 23.43. You could get a nice pop there. So I don't like the way it closed, but we're going to watch that one. SNPX, a mystery move, but a big move. So we're going to keep that on the list. APLD, one of my favorites, because this thing was so strong, and then you got that very clean stair step down into the 8-day moving average. That goes on the bounce play watch list. And in chat, you guys know how I play bounces. It's got to be a proper intraday setup. UMAC, kind of similar to that. Also a big mover recently. Now we got a couple red days in a row. PLCE, just looking for a possible snapback bounce. No trades in it today, so it goes back on watch tomorrow. Fuel Cell, FCEL, had a really big 2-day run on massive volume, and then a couple-day pullback. And then AGEN, another recent big mover with that clean stair-step pullback to the 8-day. So those are those last few are bounce plays, potential bounce plays, I should say. And that's it. I'll see you guys in chat in the morning in pre-market while we build a list together of potential gappers. All right, have a great night.